Welcome to On the Line. I'm your host, as always, Juan Roque, with my partner in crime, my brother, the best Sun Devil that I know and I'm affiliated with, the Rykno, Ryan Knowles.
You flatter me, sir.
Exactly. One of the best guys in sports. My man, always good to be with you, brother. We know it took a little time last week for Halloween. Yeah. Had some family things to do. You know, my little kid likes to dress up as Luigi and jump around the neighborhood and get candy. And I actually got to hand out some candy, which was pretty cool, and you got to carve pumpkins and all that. But it's great to be back with you, Rykno. Of course, we're coming at you from Gangplank right here in downtown Chandler, Arizona. They've really redone this whole area, and Gangplank is just a great place for us to be. It's our home away from home now, and I'm just excited that we get to, again, be in a quiet setting, Rykno, where we can be one with our thoughts and talk about our feelings, especially when it comes to ASU football. And of course, our show is brought to you by the Viral Marketplace.
This is a talk show, so
absolutely,
we should be.
And we talk.
We need to be in touch with our feelings on this program. And we're gonna get in. No hugging. We're gonna get into a lot of things today.
Oh yeah.
I mean, definitely got to talk about that Oregon State game to start off. But we're also going to get to it right now. We're going to preview USC.
Boom, 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 whatever.
Yeah, but Devils are kind of reeling right now. Man.
Reeling is an understatement, brother. Yeah. Let's get into that. You know, this past Saturday,
three straight,
going up to a Reeser Stadium in I'm not going to say beautiful Corvallis, Oregon, but
just
there.
Corvallis.
Corvallis.
Just Corvallis.
Yeah, I've been there. It's really a couple of trailer parks and a couple like a municipal building in the stadium.
Nice people. I mean, we met.
They're all great. If y'all had their teeth, it'd be even better.
Met some Oregon State fans down at the tailgate here last year.
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
Nice fans, but I mean, yeah, the area. Wouldn't want to live there.
Right, let Rykno's recap this week. Let's get into the nitty gritty of that game. Let's find out what the hell happened Saturday.
Well, a couple good things. I mean, there was the first quarter was pretty solid. I mean, they came out pretty good. I mean, they were able to convert that turnover into the touchdown. Junior Onyeli picking up the fumble, taking it in 1 yard for the quick score. Defense and special teams plays led to points. Gotta love that punt block by Kevin.
That was beautiful.
Led to a safety. That was very
nice. I really thought at that point, Rykno, not to cut you off, but I really thought that the tide was turning and that we actually were going to pull ahead. And then from that moment on, it just went downhill.
They had momentum on their side, definitely. But I mean, I think that long pass play by Cody Vaz to Marcus Wheaton, I mean, they had no answer for that guy all night.
And he was the guy we talked about last week, a guy in my pregame speech that I do weekly that I talked about, a guy that had to be controlled and had to be accounted for.
And I mean, that long touchdown was a major mistake, but it was a big momentum swing. After that, they started getting a little bit of confidence. And it was really just kind of all downhill from there. I mean, the defense was pretty solid in the first quarter. I mean, they forced three and outs. I mean, they were playing extremely well, and I think the presence of Will Sutton was definitely felt. He only played about 50 snaps, but he was still a very solid presence there. I mean, he only had a couple tackles. He did have one sack, and he did have a couple pass breakups at the line, so that was good to see. But I mean, the pass protection was a little bit better. They only allowed 2 sacks. A few too many hurries, though. It wasn't very consistent.
That's what I was going to say. Is that they might not have gotten to him, Rykno, but Kelly was running for his life back there.
Yeah, he was having to run for his life too much. Only 22 of 41 passing for 153 yards. They were able to contain that dynamic, aggressive OSU front with Scott Crichton and company a few times, but not often enough to really give Taylor Kelly the time that he needed to pick apart that defense.
Right. Let's talk about the DJ Foster factor, Rykno, because you just mentioned before we started taping that 8 carries. I mean, he has to be involved in the game.
Yeah, only 7 touches.
7 touches, excuse me.
Total. And, I mean, that's really where I think things really fell apart. Team came apart in the second half. 6 3-and-outs in the second half. That's way too many. The play calling just was not there. I felt like they didn't game plan all that well for Oregon State. I mean, they tried to go in, with a certain mindset of what they needed to do, and it was the wrong one. I mean, I felt like they really got away from the run, even though they were only down 10 points. You don't need to get away from the run when you're only down that much.
No, not when the team that was susceptible to the ball being run on them.
And there weren't enough touches for Marion Grice either. He only had 10 touches. Marcus Wheaton, Brandon Cooks couldn't contain them. They didn't get enough consistent pressure on Cody Vaz. Yeah, they sacked him 6 times, but he's a mannequin in the pocket. I mean, you could get any kind of pressure on him. He picked apart their defense for 267 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And I believe the defense actually got tired towards the end of that game because they were on the field a hell of a long time. Basically, what Oregon State did is what I felt ASU needed to do to win that football game, which is keep the Oregon State offense off the field.
And their third string running back Teron Ward going for 146 yards that can't happen. And then
that can't happen.
And then Taylor Kelly, his poor decision making with the football. I mean, we talked about that a little
just
bit.
A culmination of mistakes that will lead to a loss. It's always the little things in football. It's the little details. So that's going to cut it for what happened against Oregon State. Please keep in mind that this is a new coach, this is a new system, and we're going to move on and we're going to start focusing on the Trojans. So on the next segment, we're going to be discussing the devil's details as far as what this game means to ASU football.